Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of the Green Room Podcast. My name is Massimo DiStefano. I'm one of your co-hosts, and next to me I have...
I'm Brendan Aten. I'm not Massimo DiStefano.
No, you're not.
And that is the truth. Because
that's the
Brendan
reality
Aten
that
said
we live
so.
in. Yeah. Who said so?
It's a WWE thing. Never mind. Move on.
Why
Move
would
on.
you say, I don't know that stuff.
I know, but hopefully somebody that's listening knows that and heard what I just did and knows it's because Stone Cold said so. Yeah. Anyway, how are you doing?
Oh my gosh. A little tired, but I'm here.
I can tell.
You can tell?
Yeah,
Why?
you're a little tired. I don't know. I can tell. Like right before we started, you literally just cracked your back and like yawned and like just woke up now.
No.
That's okay. Hey, it's all right. It happens. Even though the sun has been up for 4 hours.
Just because I didn't get up at 4:30 in the morning.
Dude.
This man gets up at 4:30 in the morning.
Can I tell you something?
Unbelievable.
We weren't scheduled to talk about this at all, but I need to go on a little rant about this. Everyone gives me crap for getting up early.
This is so
Let me tell you the
stupid.
greatest thing about this. I got up this morning at 4:30. It sounds crazy, but I went to bed at like 9, so I actually got good sleep. I'm not going to do the math, but I got decent sleep, and I felt like rejuvenated this morning. Wake up, have a cup of coffee.
What time did you have a cup of coffee after you woke up?
Like 5.
Like a half hour later? Okay.
Maybe even like, excuse me. I have a coffee, so it's like actually ground coffee and not like a K-cup.
Yeah.
So I had to let it brew. So I started brewing it, right? I woke up, literally immediately stood up and started brewing it. I prepped it last night, just turned on the machine.
Wow.
And then it started. So it's probably done
like
brewing
in the
it.
office
Like,
when he wants to wake up to the smell of bacon.
I want to wake up to
George
smell. I actually, my plan is to buy a timer to put on the other end of the cable and set it for a certain time in the morning and leave it like the button on so that it'll turn on. And that's my alarm. Is the
That's
smell
just
of
the
the
smarter
coffee.
version of Michael Scott.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Don't burn your foot.
I won't.
You
Believe
never
me.
know.
It's in the other side of my room, so I'm good. But
Brendan,
anyway,
I'm trying to protect you. Be safe, okay?
I'll be safe. I'll wear fireproof shoes.
Anyway.
Dude, waking up. It's as of filming right now. It's like what 9:30ish.
Yeah.
I have been up for 5 hours. Like I feel so awake, so alert. Granted, I did have 2 cups of coffee, but whatever. Like it's nice. Like you do everything you need. You do your dishes. You eat breakfast. You shower. You do your laundry, and it's 7:30, and you have the whole day.
I wouldn't know what to do myself.
Whatever you want.
I wouldn't know what to do myself.
Exactly.
I would get up at 7 and be like, man, this is early.
The amount of stuff you can get done in between 7:30 and noon when you have nothing else to do is amazing. Literally.
So you did all your
all
laundry
of you
today?
out there listening, I'm going to go right to my camera. All of you out there
boy.
listening, try it. Just go to bed earlier. I know it's fun staying up late. It's even more fun having a great morning. That sounded like the most corporate bullshit thing ever. That was hilarious. Sorry.
What if we
Didn't mean to cuss. But anyway. Anyway.
So how was your morning now that you've...
It was great. I woke up. I obviously drank that coffee. I was listening to some Whitney Houston this morning. It was a good morning. I don't know why.
Wow.
I just woke up and I felt like listening to Whitney, so that was good.
That's not a bad thing.
I went Whitney Houston and then The Brook and the Bluff. They have a new song out that's really good.
Mm.
And then, yeah. How about you? What time did you wake up this morning?
I don't want to say.
Say it, please say
No.
it. Please say it. Please
No.
tell me it was 8 o'clock. It was 8 o'clock. I can tell me your alarm was set for 8 o'clock.
I had an alarm for 7:30 and 8 o'clock.
I don't understand how you can do that.
And then I
it's
woke up
no
at
shade.
8:15.
But like we're scheduled to start at 9 and you wake up an hour before?
Yeah, quick shower, pour coffee.
Yeah,
go.
but this is episode 9 and for 9 weeks you've done that and been like 10 minutes late essentially because you think you have more time than you do.
No, not every time.
Okay, yeah, one time you were an hour and a half late.
No,
And
we
that's
don't
the truth.
talk about that time. Make me look bad, Brendan.
Sorry. Anyway, let's get to the topic.
I've been on time.
I know.
a few
I know.
times.
Hey, we all have our flaws. I have
That's
mine.
right.
That's true. We all have our flaws. Anyway, let's get to today's topic.
Today, as some of you may know if you've been watching for a little while, we are both drummers, one more than the other.
One more recently than the other. 1,000%.
More just in general.
I was a drummer until I moved here. I literally identified as
How
a
long
drummer.
ago was that, Brendan?
3 years ago. Yeah. So for 19 years of my life, I was a drummer.
You didn't play for exactly 19. When did you start? You didn't start at
I started-
0.
I just like Richard was showing us. I got a drum kit when I was like 2 or 3 years old. So basically,
How are you playing when you're 3?
a little where it's like the kick drum and then the tom and the cymbal are
That doesn't
connected
count.
to it. It definitely counts
5
because
years
I
old.
was doing drum
5
lessons.
years old and up counts.
I was doing drum lessons at the same time, and I was playing along to Phil
At 3.
Collins. 4 maybe.
Did you do the
In the Air Tonight?
Phil?
Yes.
When you were 3?
Yes, because my dad showed me. Well, I
Okay,
didn't
that's
do it
pretty
right,
cool.
but I was still like, I knew I had rhythm when I was a kid. I didn't know like what toms to do, but I had rhythm, and it was like do 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 do.
Did you watch?
There's videos of. I could.
Did you watch Phineas and Ferb when you were growing up?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so you
Simple
know that I
Plan-
Ain't Got Rhythm
Simple
song?
Plan did the theme song. It's the most pop punk show ever.
I
Of
Ain't
course, I
Got
watched.
Rhythm.
Dude, yes,
So
that show
good.
is so good. Also, dude, shout out Simple Plan
We need to do an episode.
on pop punk.
No,
I
no,
agree.
no, on TV on TV shows with like good music.
I'm down
Like,
for that.
Any like
We
Phineas
kind of
and Ferb.
hinted on that a little bit with movies and stuff when we had Colin here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
And then we
like,
did
yeah.
a movie thing. Yeah,
True,
yeah.
true, true, true.
We'll do one specifically with TV shows.
Yeah. I'm down.
Okay, like best theme songs, whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, today's we need to get to it.
It's fine.
It's fine. We're good.
They
All's good in the
enjoy our banter.
The
That's why
banter.
they're here. Don't forget that. You don't
That's
forget
the
that either.
truth. That's the truth.
At least we hope.
I hope.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear
Please God.
God.
Anyway.
I've been editing the first few videos,
Mm-hmm.
and in our world here, this the first 4 come out tomorrow.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
you guys, it's already
That's
been
true,
out for
yeah.
forever, and I've added some zoom-ins on a few funny moments.
Oh no.
Remember when we couldn't decide how to pronounce Justin's last name?
You mean Leland?
No, Justin. Lou.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You said Liu or something, and there's just 5 seconds of a.
Of silence. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm bad with names.
It's Justin Lou.
Lou. Sorry, Justin.
Gosh, and we
Sue me.
need to keep bringing him up because
We want to have him on the pod.
we want to have him on the pod.
but peer pressure.
Peer pressure, yes.
Friendly peer pressure.
friendly.
Yes.
I just saw him.
Oh really? Nice.
Yeah, yeah. I went up to his place.
How did that go?
Good. He's got a great
What'd you guys
studio.
do?
We're just hanging. I looked at his stuff, and
Does he have like a mic closet and like a decent studio? and stuff
it's
that?
like it's small, but he
Small but
doesn't-
mighty. Yeah. Justin's the man. Come on the show. Come on the show.
Justin is the man. So
He's a good drummer too.
he is.
Yeah.
Speaking of drums,
Yeah, we already went into the fact that we're both drummers.
yeah, yeah. Well, today's topic is everything drumming.
Yeah,
Or
all
just
drums.
all drum players, drum sets,
Yep.
different types of drum, percussion, sheet music, how people make fun of drummers because they don't
Yep.
think they're musicians, and
Favorite drum
Blah, blah,
mixes,
blah,
least
blah.
favorite drum mixes, favorite drum brands, least favorite drum brands,
yeah.
stuff like that.
And later on, we'll be doing an overrated, underrated of
On actual drummers.
some pretty popular drummers.
Yeah. Come
So,
right back after this commercial break.
Da-na-na-now.
Yeah. Anyway.
Just kidding. We're back.
Favorite drum mix of all time. Go.
Drum mix?
Yes.
Do you mean the song or just the drums?
The drums.
Oh, you're springing this on me. I thought
I
we were
know.
gonna do favorite drummer first.
I'm springing this on you.
Well,
I felt like it.
No, you go first because I need a minute.
My
Because
favorite
obviously you already
drum-
know.
I don't have a specific song, but Dave Matthews Band consistently has amazing drum mixes. I'm
I
not going to
do
get too into
agree.
it because I'll
I
talk
do
about
agree.
Dave more later. But the mixes are immaculate drum wise. They change album to album. Obviously, some are brighter than others. Some they're always relatively bright. But man, so good. They punch just the way they should.
Okay, this isn't my favorite, but there's a first one coming to mind.
Yeah.
And this kind of gives away stuff later, but Toto has this one. It's their. Is it Kingdom of Desire? I think it came out in '91, like right before Jeff died. I think it's the last album Jeff is on. Jeff Porcaro, for those of you that don't know. And he's just got these it's early '90s, right? It's just I like to call it slamming drums, and it's not being like compressed or anything. It's just like the snare drum sounds like a screen door being slammed so aggressively, and it's, gah, gah, just
Yeah.
ooh, and I think it sounds so great. Those like late '80s.
Huey Lewis and the News has some snare drums like that, right? Too?
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
aggressive
yeah.
drum
They're
Dude, you should listen to Saint Anger.
is it Hard at Work? No, I forget the album. I can see the album cover. It's black and white, and it's got You Build Me Up and all that stuff on it. But it's those drums. the pinnacle,
Dude,
man.
have you heard Saint Anger by Metallica, the album?
Mm-mm.
Dude, the snare drum literally sounds like a keg being hit with a baseball bat.
Oh, I think you. No. You told me that. You did show me that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay.
I have a
Okay, is it a
I
full
get that-
keg or an empty keg?
I mean, halfway full.
Okay,
halfway full.
that's-
It's
okay, good
decently
answer.
dense, but it's still got that ding, that ring to it.
Yeah.
Dude, those snare drums, those super ringy, poppy snare drums,
Mhm.
in the wrong genre, they're really annoying.
Yes.
I agree. But sometimes they sound like a drummer hears it and you just get this big grin on your face because it's exactly what you would want. Like it's the drummer's ear candy, I think. A normal
Yeah.
drummer or normal person listening to it, not a drummer, excuse me, a normal person that doesn't know music or anything probably wouldn't even notice it for the most part.
They'd be like, "Wow!" It
But
sounds
man, like you go to some of these like pop punk and metal shows and you just watch these drummers get excited about the other drummers' snares because they just throughout the show it's just a different tuning of bing 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 bing. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's so funny. It's just different things.
Well, I feel
I
like
love it.
now in modern music, you don't hear that as much.
No.
It's very much. I wanted the fattest thing you can.
super fat, but
and
still got
deep.
a nice top end. So like a nice
but
sometimes.
it's a different top.
It's the difference between
It's
if it's a
not pingy at
sample,
all.
even if it's not a snare drum, like a sound that's being used as a snare.
They just want.
Like the Lizzie McAlpine thing. A lot of times it's not
Yeah.
even a snare drum. It's like a mallet hitting like a concrete block or whatever, and they just edit it to turn, or you know what I mean? Like they just mess
Yeah.
around and then, but like
And like that's cool and all, but
sometimes, like on
just-
Hannah's album,
just put a snare drum.
I'm mixing it right now, and she wants a fat snare, but she still doesn't want it to. She still wants bottom mic like sizzle
Yeah.
on it. So, yeah. By the way, the short, really quick thing: if you're
What?
mixing snare drums, take out 800
800.
a little bit, not too much. But take out 800 a little bit. It's life changing. Anyway,
Why?
I don't know. I
Are
have
you sure it's just not your room?
or it's maybe just your snare drum.
That is probably it.
But I use one of the things I use a lot in this album because it's light in the CPU and it's nice to use because I can use it all in one plugin is the Slate Digital virtual mix thing or whatever. Like you can
Mhm.
stack plugins in it, but they have like a Neve type or a I don't know what it is. It's like maybe an API type EQ type thing.
Those are very different things.
I know. I to be honest, I don't recognize the look of it at all, but it's an
Oh.
analog emulation, so
Okay,
it's.
Still, so it's good.
It's amazing. But I just take out literally 2, I don't even know if it's dB or just whatever, down 2 on 800 and it's amazing.
It's probably my snare drum.
Probably is your snare drum.
I mean, I like deadened it. I got one of those rings.
Yeah,
on
but
it.
it's got a lot of that bright mid-range kind of, and when I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that, it literally helps the fatness and like what she wants, it literally puts it there.
Well, I have a steel Gretsch snare
Yeah.
drum, and it's
Is it the hammered one?
no.
Dude,
No,
that's
no,
what
no.
Zach has. He has the hammered one.
Yeah.
And it's I think a little bit deeper than yours too. Dude, that thing cracks.
No, mine's
I think
14,
cracks.
6.5, something like that.
Oh, really? I think his might.
His
Do
might
they
be
make
6
a bigger size?
like
Because his, it doesn't
like a
look
cross.
deep.
It's not 14. You don't.
I think it
Or
might be
deeper?
16. I think it might be 16 and deeper.
I've only seen a 15-inch snare drum.
Okay, maybe 15 then. I don't know, but it's
How is it?
It's
Never mind.
definitely deeper. It's for sure deeper.
Okay, then mine's probably I should know, but
I don't
it's.
know. It's
Do you know where I
awesome.
got mine?
It is awesome.
You know where I got mine from?
Let me guess.
I think you know.
The drum closet, but I can't.
No,
Oh no.
Wrong.
Oh no. What?
Forks Drum Closet.
Yeah, Forks drum
yeah,
closet.
but not from there. Shout out Forks.
Shout out Forks.
You should
Come on the
sponsor
show.
us.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, come on the show.
Well, I know a few guys over there. If we go,
Good idea.
do another drum day on whatever.
Hey, you never know. Sponsor us in the future. They might be sponsoring the show.
That's right. With
Anyway.
your help.
Where'd you get it?
My church had this silent auction.
Why would I know? Why would you like? Oh, you'll know about
Because
my
I
church's
no, I didn't
silent
say you will
auction.
know. I said I might have told you. That's all. Doesn't whatever.
Anyway, keep going,
And
sorry.
this drummer, his name's Keith Carlock. If you know who that is, pretty famous guy. He's done a lot of studio work. Went on the road with Toto. He's played for Rascal Flatts. He's currently with Steely Dan. Like
That's
he's
cool.
made the rounds. He's cool. When he's in town, he goes to my church. And a few years ago, we had an auction, and he had a cymbal and the snare drum. And I got the cymbal, and a friend of mine got the snare drum, and they kind of gave it to me. And it had a signed head. It's Keith Carlock, and the cymbal was signed as well. It's an A custom 19-inch crash. One of
Nice.
my most prized possessions until it was cracked and warped because it fell.
So now you only have the snare left.
Well, I still have it,
You still have this.
but the signature's super faded, and now it's one of my best
You
cymbals.
played it with the signature?
It was when I was really young and I didn't have any nice cymbals.
Oh, so it was all
So
you
it
literally
just
all
it
had.
felt like I literally sat for months. I didn't play. I was like, is someone gonna yell at me because
Yeah.
I am playing this very nice cymbal? I'm like, what am I gonna do? Just like sell it? I was like 11. I didn't know
Yeah,
what to
no.
do. I want to play it.
Yeah.
Um, but no, and that's been my main snare drum ever since. Except he played it so much. Either he played it or it got dropped. I think he played it because he really he plays traditional and he just lays. I mean, he lays into it. Yeah. And the whole top uh, hoop was warped out of shape,
Oh,
and the whole shell of it.
like it'd been going on the
Well,
stand.
yeah, like it wasn't a circle anymore. Like you held it up, and it wasn't. You know,
That's kind of sweet.
so I had to replace it with another one, and
That's
the
kinda
shell
sweet.
even's a little bit out too. Now it's okay, but for the longest time I couldn't tune it because I was like, or it was so tough to tune, and it wouldn't stay.
Hold on. Tune a cymbal?
The snare drum.
Oh, I thought you were talking.
What you thought this whole time?
Yeah,
I
thought you were
said
talking about the
who?
cymbal. I'm sorry.
Are you tired?
I'm sorry.
What happened to all
Anyway,
this
keep
energy
going.
you
I've been
just
just
had?
no. I've been thinking the whole time.
About?
I have Gray Street stuck in my head. I can't get it out of my head. I'm sorry. I was listening,
It's
but
okay.
I also
When you
had
talk
Gray
half the
Street in my
time, when
head.
you talk half the time, I'm somewhere else. So it's
Yeah,
okay.
sorry. Fair.
Now
fair.
you guys know too. We're
Fair.
fake.
We're not fake. It's just we're both ADHD or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's a great snare drum. All
It
that to
is a great snare
say.
drum. It is a good snare drum. It's a great snare drum.
I need a wood one. I have a Ludwig acrylite I got from my cousin, and I have the steel one, and I don't have I want a nice maple one, and I want to try to get a Mapex.
Yeah.
because it's literally. I have a friend of mine,
There's
Chris
some on
DeBerry.
Facebook.
I have a friend, Chris DeBerry, who goes by those just he doesn't use anything else. He's an innovative percussion Mapex guy.
That's
And
cool.
He yells at me because I don't use those, so to make him stop yelling.
Yeah. Dang. Dude, I want a drum set so bad. I miss having a drum set.
But you wouldn't get a drum set. You get a fake.
Well, if I move into a house after this apartment, I
Oh
will.
yeah. Okay, wait till you get in the house.
That's what I'm thinking about doing. But I also still might get an electronic drum set. Because here's the thing.
I won't be your
We're
friend.
gonna do another.
I won't be your friend.
We'll do another episode on samples, so we're not gonna get into it now. But certain genres have certain sounds that require samples, and I have the samples. So why would I record the drums in my room only to try to trigger them into my MIDI drum sampler? I might as well just play them on the MIDI drum sampler.
No, or you just record the actual drums.
No, dude, because metal you have to use samples if you want it to sound good. That's the standard. It's the standard. It's the truth, and you know
Don't
it.
record metal.
Can I tell you something that you might not like?
Oh boy.
I'm using samples on Hannah's album
No, I know. You told me
on the
that.
kick and the snare.
You told me that.
But here's the thing: even when I use samples,
Well, actually, I knew some of those kick recordings were weird. So
some of the kick recordings are a little
yeah.
weird.
I think it was the days you were engineering.
I cannot believe you just said that to me. I cannot believe you just said it to me. First off,
Uh-oh. What?
I didn't love every decision that was made before I had to engineer on some of the drum
Well, neither
things.
did I.
But those days, which was one day, by the way, it was one day.
One day we did 4 songs.
And we only had half a day. So the
No,
load
it was
in.
a full day.
No, we had to leave by 6 that day. We
What
had
day are you talking about?
the day when I engineered. We had to leave by 6. We didn't
Oh.
start till 10 either. So I had to load.
Wait, what day was that? We had to get out of there by 6.
Because it
That-
came up fast. I think
No, we
Anyway.
get the space till 9.
yeah, but we didn't. We stopped at 6 because had full band. Like we didn't have anything else to do after 6 because you can't do loud stuff after 6. Anyway,
No, last
I don't
after
know.
7.
oh yeah, maybe 7. But it was still. I
know,
remember
the times they were like 10 to 7.
I
That's
remember
weird.
that it was a rushed day. It was rushed. We were
Every day was
rushing.
rushed.
That one was bad.
Yeah, you're right. Was this the
But-
day I was sick? The second day? No, you were engineering.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Was when I was engineering.
I totally forget.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think the 3rd or 4th day.
I don't
Anyway, keep going. I'm screwing up.
I don't know. I used to have a drum set before I moved here. I had to sell it, but it was like a PDP. It wasn't like a beginner drum set, but it wasn't like a nice
It was
drum
a
set.
step up.
Something in the middle.
Yeah.
But it came with a wood snare drum that actually sounded awesome, and I used to bring it
Like-
with me.
A wood or like with the wood hoops.
No, a wood snare
Oh.
drum.
A wooden.
A wooden snare drum. Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
Oh, wood.
Okay, you said you wanted to do favorite drummers. You want to do list favorite drummers?
I got just our favorite drummers.
Your favorite
That's what I
drummer?
want to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
You go
okay,
first,
I'll
and
go first.
you can spiel a little bit.
I
A
will.
little bit. I'll take a little bit of a moment
So
away.
I've
Camera
got-
just cut to him.
It's me in post cutting.
Massimo, cut to yourself. Massimo, cut to yourself right now.
Don't tell future me what to do.
Massimo.
Future me will do what I want. And if it's gonna stay on the wide angle the whole time, it will.
Dude, that'd be so funny.
Future me, look at him right now. And it's just gonna stay on you while I talk.
And that's it, folks. You can find us on TikTok at the Green Room Podcast. Anyway. go ahead.
My favorite drummer.
Massimo, cut to you.
Shut up. This might not come as a surprise if you've been watching us for a little bit, or heard what I mentioned like 10 minutes ago. But I am one of the biggest Jeff Porcaro fans. He's played on everything. He's taken too soon, and he was the wonderful heartbeat of Toto. I mean, I've told Brendan and like other guys I play with a lot countless times that like he's to me the epitome of feel and groove and time and knowing his place in a song in the pocket and all that stuff. I wish he was still here, but he was taken in '92, which sucks. But
He's really good.
he played he played on that. That what? Oh, Brendan, what's that? One Michael McDonald song. I can't remember. What could do you know? Could you sing it? Do you know what it is?
I'm not doing it.
Could you? I don't.
I refuse.
I forget what.
I refuse.
Well, what?
You know.
No, I don't know.
He's been doing this for like
I can't-
3 weeks now.
What?
He doesn't
What?
stop singing.
What song is it?
This damn song. I don't care. I'll bleep it. He doesn't stop singing this damn song, and I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it.
Everyone, just look up Michael McDonald, and I think it's the
Do
top.
it. You
It's the
might as
top
well just
song.
do the first line. You might as
No.
well do it. I've sang in my falsetto weird voice plenty of times in this pod. You might as well.
I'm not gonna do it.
Come on.
I think I
dude.
cut those out.
I'll put reverb and compression on it. It'll sound perfect. I'll put the backing track behind it.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
We'll get copyrighted.
There's free versions on YouTube. 1,000% for karaoke.
I don't want a free version. I want the actual
For
version.
karaoke.
It's not Jeff playing. I don't want a crappy karaoke version.
This guy.
I can't forget.
That song. He's been singing it
I keep
nonstop
forgetting.
in the car. Whenever he's in a car with someone, he plays it. It's been nonstop.
Well, there's just a lonely
I just
conversation.
need to find something to counter it with.
You have all your Dave Matthews.
Yeah, but it's not like one song that annoys everybody. It's just I play my Dave Matthews and
that
you
song
don't
does
love
not
listening to it all
annoy
the time.
everybody. That song was great.
When you were in the car with me,
Jeff
you,
Porcaro,
and
Steve
Ian,
Lukather.
the other day when we were working for Ian, you knew exactly what you were doing, playing that song.
Maybe.
Anyway, Jeff Porcaro is amazing. I actually thought you were going to choose what's his face from Journey.
Steve Smith.
Yeah.
No.
Why isn't he your favorite?
What
What makes Jeff better than Steve?
Oh
They're the whitest names of all time. What makes Jeff better than Steve?
no! What do they need to be Chris or like Brendan or something?
Okay.
No, Brad.
It's a Scottish name.
I take it back. Brad.
Sam.
Ooh, Sam.
Yeah.
Ted.
Anyway, keep going.
I don't know. A lot of it actually comes from Steve Smith as he's gotten older. His to me his style has changed because so Steve Smith went to Berkeley, and he was all jazz and everything, and then when rock and roll kind of came into the scene in the '70s, he was like, oh wait, this is pretty cool,
Mhm.
and then he joined Journey.
Yeah.
And then, but he's and the only thing I do like about Steve is that he kind of kept those jazz roots into everything he's doing, even though he's playing, pretty deadhead rock for the time in the '80s and '70s. With Journey, it was he kept that jazz background still there subtly, but it was there. And then when he left Journey, he got super technical, and
Super like flashy.
well,
like,
no, not even flashy, just like I don't know. It very to me much more rigid in playing, which and to me it didn't let what he did breathe, and like even physically. And I get there's a whole community in the drum world of like how the physical aspect of it, like, and keeping, like, being able to do it when you're 50, 60, 70,
Mhm.
and 80, like, um, and that might be a part of it because the guy's what, 70,
Gotta be.
70? I don't know, something like
He's
that.
gotta be.
And so I got to see him play with Journey in 2016, back when he was with the band. And then I've seen it, tons of videos.
Plenty of times.
And he
You've
just
seen
and
him
he
on YouTube,
and his
and you've
playing
shown me these
styles.
videos.
You got a problem with me showing you Journey videos?
No, I'm just saying.
No.
I'm backing up what you're saying because you do watch a ton of videos.
Oh,
I'm backing you up.
okay. I
God.
didn't hear what you said, man.
Anyway. Yeah.
Anyway, and it just became.
It does
very
make
rigid.
sense. I mean, and
Yeah,
even when
but
you listen to their stuff, like Jeff sounds more like like he's having more fun than
Yeah.
than Steve does. Like
I
the
don't
music, I feel like the Toto music lets a drummer be more like saw. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, kind of. I don't know. I find like Journey's this may be a hot take, but I find Toto's music, I feel like the drumming might be a little more like intricate, and like the parts are more sweet, like to a drummer, like the little like ghost notes and a little bit of like little stuff and the percussion stuff
Yeah.
that's in Toto that Journey just doesn't have. No offense.
Well, no. I think, as much as I love Journey, I recognize that Toto is just.
Dude, could you
on a
imagine if
different
Jeff
level,
Porcaro
man.
was the Journey drummer way back in the day?
I
Now,
don't
would
know
they
how that
be
would
Journey?
happen.
Would they be Journey? Because the drums wouldn't have nearly as much reverb if he had control of his sound.
What? What?
Dude, Rosanna is significantly drier than like Don't Stop Believin'.
Yeah, I don't think the verb makes it though. That's the engineer's
yeah,
choice,
but-
not the drummer's.
No, but also you got to envision the songs that will obviously different drums, different sounds.
What if we swapped it? What if Steve Smith played for
That's
Toto?
what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
What if you did that?
The Rosanna Shuffle might be.
Would be hilarious.
Oh my!
That's what the
It would
reverb
not
would
be
sound
like
like.
that.
That's what
What?
that would be the reverb. The
Oh,
reverb would
it
sound like that.
No. I don't think so.
Anyway, I bit my tongue to it.
Anyway, so who's yours now?
I love Carter Beauford, Dave Matthews Band drummer.
Wow,
He's
what a surprise!
so good.
We both are really predictable.
Now here's the thing. I get it that the music, the band as a whole, might not be everyone's taste. I get it.
Dum, 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 dum,
Dun,
dum,
dun, dun,
dun,
dun.
dun, dun. Okay.
But Carter, if you are a drummer out there, go listen to 7 by Dave Matthews Band.
Not 6.
I'm not even gonna respond to that. Go listen to 7. But dude, Carter is a hi-hat genius. He is so good
yeah.
at, like, he plays a little weird. He plays open-handed. His ride is parallel above his hi-hat. So he plays open-handed, and like he switches his wrist on the bell whenever he's feeling. Like, he does a lot of weird stuff. He's got a big old kit, but man, he's so good at knowing his place. Like at the show, like when he had his moments were huge. His big old runs and his big spots, and
Yeah.
but then like when Dave's singing or when it's a part, he just sits in his pocket, just kick, snare, hi hat. But his hi hat work, like he fills the space so well. I don't know. I love Carter. He does a lot. Like he's not just a 2 and 4 guy. Like he doesn't ever do that.
But he can, though.
He can.
Which
He
is
just
the thing.
does
Because
it.
if he did all that but couldn't play 2 and 4, he wouldn't be the good.
Yeah, he definitely can play 2 and 4.
Oh yeah.
He's amazing. But yeah, he's my pick.
He's flashing the right ways.
Yeah,
And,
And
he,
like
and
I
he's
said
perfect
earlier-
for Dave Matthews.
like I said earlier, the mixes are amazing.
Oh yeah.
The mixes are really good on those drums.
Yeah.
Quick question before we get into an honorable mention thing and then some other stuff. Do you think drummers judge other drummers based on what cymbal brand they use? Like Zildjian versus whatever the one that starts with the P is, Pasty.
Feisty.
Yeah, I'm a big Sabian fan. I love Sabians. I don't care.
Sabian?
I used to run all Sabians except for my China was a Wuhan.
If I had a lot of money, I'd buy Istanbul, and Meinl.
Those
'cause
are nice.
I think
Meinls are
those.
nice.
I think those are the two. Like,
Yeah, but do you think
very
like some
comparable.
drummers look at a drum and go, oh, he's running pasties or whatever.
I
they're
mean,
called. or pasties.
I do it jokingly, like, because right now I use Zildjian.
But does it matter? Actually, does it matter?
Like,
Yeah, they sound different and they're more expensive than others. And some drummers use some.
I think if you're
names.
getting the sound that you want, then it doesn't matter what others
But
think.
do you think that Zildjians actually do sound significantly better than Sabians?
I like them. It's personal preference.
Subjectively.
It's personal preference.
Yeah.
I think Sabians do sound better than. Excuse me. I think Zildjians do sound better than
Almost
Sabians.
gotcha.
Oh my goodness.
I I
it's
miss my
not like,
Sabians so much.
and uh I wouldn't say that if I hadn't heard enough from that line of that
Yeah,
brand,
yeah,
because I think the most everyone hears is like I've heard a lot of Meinl, Peisty, and Sabian and
and
Zildjian. Those are
Zildjian.
like
Yeah,
the four I've heard a lot of, and that's
yeah,
pretty common. Those
yeah,
are the four biggest brands I would
yeah,
say.
yeah. I agree.
Um,
Wuhan, their Chinas are always around.
yeah, dude, do you not know Istanbul?
I know them. I just people
Dude,
don't play them that
they
often.
have these signature ones. It's signature traditional something. It's got the green font on it. Some of the best symbols I've ever heard.
Really?
It's like perfectly enough dry, but still cuts and like,
Yeah.
but
Dang.
like one 16-inch crash is like $500.
Dude, can I tell you a
I'm
story
not
about my
gonna do that.
Sabians that I had? So
Please sponsor me, Istanbul.
hey, any cymbal brand or drum company that wants to
Please.
sponsor us,
I
I
will-
need a drum kit. I just said it. I need a drum kit,
I
which
will.
means I need
Zildjian,
cymbals.
Zildjian, I love you, but I would go to Istanbul. I'm sorry.
I'll
Or
take
Meinl.
his. I'll take his.
Yeah, no,
Zildjians.
I'd give you my symbols if
I would take them gladly.
I know you would.
I forgot what I was gonna say. You interrupted me.
Sorry. What was it about?
I don't-
Drumming?
It was, but I don't remember at all. It literally just completely left my brain.
But it's okay. You want to do the
My Sabian story. Oh yeah, I remember now. It's really quick. So when I was building my drum set, there was a while where my two crashes were my one Sabian that I had, it was like a 16-inch, and then I think it was maybe a 14 that someone at this my school had, the middle school had, that they just didn't want anymore. I was like, can I take it? And they're like, yeah. But then that cracked, and so I had to get a new one. And my dad just let me go on Guitar Center's website and just order it. He was like, yeah, you can just go. And my idiot brain didn't go upstairs to see which one I already had, and I ordered a duplicate of the one I had. So then for like 3 years, I ran duplicate crash cymbals because I didn't have anything, and I was so embarrassed. I didn't tell my dad ever. He probably knew, but I never like told him. I never told anyone. I was just like, this is my
Well,
sound.
now you're telling me and the whole world.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then what I did to compensate for that was either I would just do that, and the one I had for a while, so it was beat up a little bit, and actually it did sound a little bit darker and a little bit. It wasn't as brilliant as the new one, obviously.
Mhm.
So they were actually a tiny bit different, but I would either just do my new one and my hi-hat or my China with one of them, or just a different combination.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, no, I
don't
had-
do that. Don't accidentally buy a duplicate symbol of the one you already have. Please don't do that.
Well, that A custom I got, that was Keith Carlock's, when it cracked and everything, and it cracked in a weird spot. It didn't crack on the edge. It cracked near the bell. It was really weird. And it also was warped. It didn't sit right. And it's
Yeah.
because it fell.
My idiot at the
But-
time also, my idiot
I'm
brain.
not done with my story, Brendan.
Sorry.
Gosh.
Sorry.
What
Sorry.
the heck?
It's my bad. Keep going. Keep
Yeah. Anyway,
going.
I bought a new one.
going. Yeah.
It's just an A custom. And
The one you have now?
no.
I thought, oh.
Well, let me finish. So I bought a replica of the other one, and it sounded completely different. And I was like, "Well, this is stupid. I want that." So from that point forward, I never buy a cymbal without hearing it first. Like I have to go to Forks or something, and like mess around with it. And like I don't buy them online because especially if it's because some companies mass produce them and they're pretty much the same, but other ones are like the hand hammered and like very
Yeah.
specific and
Yeah.
that's what you want. You want I would like
You want your
like
specific
one that's this is 100 grams heavier than the other one and it sounds so much but
Exactly.
so I think all that back to your kind of like the symbol question, it's very specific to
What's
your
going on.
ear, yeah, and all that because
Situations are
a
situational.
yeah, because like 100 grams 500 grams could be the difference between the exact two same symbols ish, and it make all the difference to me versus you or whatever.
Yeah,
so
it's true. It's true.
so
Yeah. Dude, that one symbol that I had from the school that when it started to crack, I looked it up on YouTube. I was like, how to stop a symbol from cracking? And it was like drill a hole at the end of the crack so that it can't continue to crack, right? So that's what I did, and then it just cracked. I know why from the hole. And then I drill a hole in those, and then they didn't why, but those balls they kept going after that, and then I played it until the crack got up to the bell, and then it started to sound like a China more than a crash, and I literally bought wall hooks and literally hung it up on the wall.
That's what I've been thinking about doing
I
with
still
this
have it at
other
home.
one.
You should.
I don't want to hang on the
Now that
wall.
we're adults, instead of using hooks, you should buy like a picture frame, like case type thing. Put it
Now
in
that
there.
we're adults, well, I
Yeah.
couldn't do that when I wasn't an adult.
I mean, no, but kids can't buy a picture frame that's the right size with symbol. Where
Yeah,
you?
but the parents can.
Yeah,
What does it
but-
matter if I'm an adult or not?
I don't know. I'm just trying to say. God.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
God. Anyway, okay.
Kids, if you're home and you want to frame your symbols, your broken
Go to your
symbols,
mom and say, "Mom, I broke this symbol like an idiot, and I need to hang it on my wall.
measure this for me.
Do you have like a picture frame that I can put this in? Because I don't want to just hang it
And if you
bare
don't,
with some hooks on the wall.
buy it for me because I'm not an adult yet. But that doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I don't have any money, and all the money I do have, I'm spending without you knowing. So I can't spend my own money. So you need to buy this for me. Thank you, Mom. Sorry. Anyway, honorable mention. Nate Smith is the man. Nate Smith is the man.
Good. Oh, well, he was here.
Yeah.
What I forget what episode we talked about it in, but we talked about him being here. I think it was within the first 4 because I think I remember seeing.
I
it.
agree. Yeah,
I think it was episode 3 or something.
I think so.
I don't remember.
He was awesome. He's completely different than all
when
the
was
other
the first
drummers.
time you heard him or saw the
Well,
video?
I
or
saw the YouTube video. The one I can't remember what it was, but it was the Frequent Flyers or whatever they're called. That group that he's in. It's just him, Corey Wong, and a bassist and maybe a keyboard player. And it was just a little studio video of him. Literally, all he had was a kick with no front head, a snare, and a hi hat, and that was
It's called
it.
the resonant head, Brendan.
Sorry. So no resonant head and then a snare and a hi-hat, and he was just doing that. And I thought it was awesome. But then literally I hadn't seen much of him at all, like maybe TikToks here and there of him with Corey Wong and that kind of stuff. And then I saw the show.
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Tasty.
And I've seen the videos of him with John, but most videos of John Mayer are with that other drummer that he has.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aaron Sterling.
okay, another one.
Yeah.
Aaron Sterling. Holy crap.
Aaron Sterling's awesome too.
Oh my gosh,
Dude, he has this like the way he hits his toms, like he's got this like,
Well, like,
swagger and like he whips his hands a little
no,
bit.
he
It's kinda
does this
sweet.
like because he posts the videos and it's like he does these like just like just like out of pocket
Yeah.
fills, but not out of pocket, just like out of pocket. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And it's the tastiest, nastiest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, he's
and
awesome.
it's just not enough good things I can say.
money.
It is money.
It is money.
It's so money. Well, hey, you want to do the overrated, underrated?
Yeah, let's
deal?
do it. Let's do
Okay,
it.
let's both agree on a drummer that we both know because
Okay.
we both kind of live in different worlds of genres.
Yeah. You ready? I got one off the top of my head.
I got one too.
Who? I think. What if we have the same one?
There's
Go.
no way.
Go.
Chad Smith,
Oh, it wasn't the one I was thinking of.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think he. Are we strictly doing overrated, underrated, or are we doing perfectly rated as well?
Yeah. Throw them, but
I
don't
think-
use it every time.
I'm not, but I think he's perfectly rated because he's not like in everyone's top 10 list, but he's also not known as like, oh, this guy's overrated. Like he's a great drummer, and I think he's cool. And the Will Smith thing is like a funny thing. You know what I mean?
Well, okay.
That video
How
on
is he
Tonight
so-
Show is awesome.
They came from the same mother. No one can convince me otherwise. I don't.
like Matthew McConaughey. And
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson. Yeah.
I up until a few months ago, I really thought he was super overrated.
No, dude, he's pretty good.
And
He plays really hard, and he's got really.
I
good
know.
pocket, actually.
but then I didn't. I realized that there was a big, community around him. Like this guy's really great because he does a lot of stuff. And then he was on Drumeo teaching something a while ago, and I was like, what? And so then I dove into him a little bit, and I was like, okay, he's pretty good.
He's
And
awesome.
and it's very specific though. Like he couldn't play for anyone other than the Chili Peppers.
No.
But
He's got that LA vibe.
now,
though, for sure.
yes, yeah, oh yeah. Now I think he's properly rated. If maybe a
Yeah.
little over, but like pretty.
Yeah, but
A
he's
li-
never put on like the lists with like the other. drummers,
No,
you know what I mean.
Like if he was in the like best 100 drummers of all time, he wouldn't. I don't know
Be
where
in the top
he
10.
probably wouldn't be.
No, he wouldn't be. The
Maybe
top
not
10.
even top 50,
Yeah, I think he'd be top 50.
top 40,
Yeah,
top 30,
maybe,
top 20.
maybe I don't know.
I don't think he'd be. Up
No,
there.
yeah, I think he's perfectly rated though. Here's
Okay.
another one. You ready?
Okay.
Dave Grohl.
Ooh. He's another one like Chad, like just a powerhouse drummer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. I think he's underrated, bro.
Really?
He is the man. People don't talk about him like a drummer anymore just because he doesn't do it the way he used to. Like
I
he's
think
not in
I think
Queens of
he's
the Stone
properly
Age.
rated though.
He's not in Queen of the Stone Age as much as he used to be, and like he's obviously not in Nirvana
I think he's
anymore.
properly rated.
No, dude, because he's not in the lists with like Bonham and all them. I think he should be.
Because he's not Bonham.
I think
It's the same thing with
dude,
Chad Smith.
I think he's top.
They're
15.
heavy. They're heavy hitters, and they
I
have
think
great
Dave Grohl
time,
is
and their
top
feels
15.
really good. But like it's
So you
when
think
it
he's
comes,
overrated? Then you think he's overrated?
No, I think he's perfectly rated. Because what you're saying is like he's just not well known, or not.
Yeah.
Not that he's not well known, but he's not
Yeah,
not
that's true.
looked at as
That's
like
true.
the
He doesn't
drummer
drum
guy.
as- It's
You
kind
know.
of same vein. Taylor Hawkins, really quickly, overrated, underrated. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
I think he's underrated, but like,
I'll go with you on that.
yeah, he's
But maybe not
the
now because
man.
now he's passed away.
Yeah,
I
now
think
he's-
everyone's like
everyone
seeing.
knows his genius.
Yeah.
But man, he's so good.
Okay, well, what are your thoughts? Oh, Dean Castronovo, the
Ugh.
guy we saw for Journey.
Overrated.
No, what?
He's overrated,
Are
dude.
you kidding me?
He's good, but he doesn't have his own style. He just plays the parts properly and can play really fast and sing. He just fills all the holes.
Okay,
He just fills every hole that he needs to. No offense. And he's actually, I think he's better in Generation Radio. Is that what they're called?
Well, he doesn't play them. Okay, so
He was in the records.
he was on the record, but now Journey went out on the road, so he's not touring
he
with them
doesn't
anymore.
tour
Which
with them.
I hope they go back to him. I love Steve Ferrone from Tom Petty, but I mean I want to go see Dean with
I mean,
Jason Chef.
Dean is good in the recordings for. Is it Generation Radio? Is that what they're called?
Mhm.
Yeah. But I just at the show, I thought he was good, but he just like he plays like Tommy Lee to me. He looks like Tommy Lee and he plays like Tommy Lee, but he can sing really high. That's why that he fills the hole well. I think
that's
he's a
why
little
I think I like him a lot more because he can sing and he's a great singer.
overrated. Mhm.
So, but I guess we're talking strictly drums. I think properly rated, and I
Okay,
keep saying
fair.
properly.
At least you're not saying underrated.
No,
Okay, good.
he might be a little under, but he's not like a household name. Don't break the guitar. His head just bapped on the guitar. He's not like a household name. Like,
No.
like these other guys either. So okay, I have one.
Yeah.
Do you know who? I really hope you know who this is because, Bernard Purdy.
What's the artist? I recognize the name, but what's the artist?
He made the Purdy Shuffle with Steely Dan. He's played for a lot of like in the 60s and 70s.
I don't know session players. I just know guys from bands.
Okay, well, he's amazing, and I think he's honestly a little underrated.
Okay, I'll agree with
Oh,
you.
come on, you got. This is why
the Purdy Shuffle.
See, okay, we were thinking, okay, we got to make a list of drummers beforehand so that we would know mutually. He was like, "I will just wing it."
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. It happens.
Okay, you say one now.
Okay, Mick Fleetwood
Oh,
from Fleetwood Mac.
I did not think.
I
you were
think
gonna
he's
say that.
super underrated. He doesn't play flashy, but his
Hmm.
pocket and his feel is amazing. Because all those records aren't
they
timelined at all
no, they
or
feel
anything.
Really good.
And they aren't really compressed or EQ'd a lot because there wasn't a lot
He's a little
then.
under.
Dude, his drum sound, his actual
Wow.
drum sounded amazing. He's so good.
Well, they did the 414 thing on the
Dude,
drum,
and
you know?
the most slept on thing about him is in Dreams. The going into the chorus, to wait on one. Oh, dun, dun. Dude, at that time, nobody does that because it's
No.
all the doo-wop time. Oh, dun, dun. That's what would have happened with any other drummer. It would have, and maybe even been the Beatles thing on that. Dude, and that intro, so simple.
Yeah.
It could have been like there's a lot of other like the Rock With You drum intro is iconic and short and sweet. And like we just talked Dave Grohl, the Smells Like Teen Spirit.
I mean, that's iconic.
That is
Yeah,
iconic, but it's also stolen from disco music. Did you see his interview about that?
No,
He talked
what?
to Pharrell and he said that he's a huge disco fan and all of his fills and all of his stuff is stolen from disco. Yeah, disco's.
You're right. Oh my gosh, how did I not see that?
Yeah, he said Dave literally goes, "Yeah, I stole it from disco." He literally like admits it. It's awesome, but
Well,
it
that's
also
just what
when
music
you go
is.
back and listen to it all, it's genius and it makes perfect sense.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, Mick Fleetwood is underrated.
Okay, then this is actually a little controversial in the drum community. I have my opinions,
Oh no.
but Ringo Starr.
Okay, I want you to go first on this one.
No, I want you to go first. I
Okay.
asked you. You got to go first.
I think. I don't know how is he rated because you said he's so controversial. Everyone is so up and down about him. I don't know
Yeah.
where people actually feel. I don't
What's
know where
whatever
he
you
actually-
want to feel right now.
I think he's perfectly rated because I don't think anyone else could have done the Beatles or his own music after that. And I think he actually is a good drummer that changed drummers forever, but
Mm.
because drummers since then have gotten better, he seems worse.
I think he's.
It's like the Jordan LeBron thing.
I think he's somewhat under because there's such a controversy.
Yeah, I would say a
I'm
little
like,
underrated. If anything.
why, like, he revolutionized, man. Like
Twist
you
and
try
Shout-
making like however many hundreds of drum.
Twist and Shout is
recordings.
amazing.
Yeah.
That album, the drum parts on that, dude, so good.
If anything, his just for his creativity.
And
You know?
the way that he like led with his left hand on his fills,
Mhm.
super creative, dude. He was awesome.
Okay, good. I really thought you were gonna say over.
No. See, I'm trying to think of some drummers that we also both know. My first,
Oh my
I just want to say really quickly. I don't know if you'll have an opinion, but Steven Adler, the first drummer of Guns N' Roses, is extremely underrated. He didn't do anything flashy or
Mhm.
cool.
I don't
When he
know.
joined the band, he wanted to have like the Rush thing, with a bunch of toms, a bunch of cymbals, and they
Yeah.
took all and told him no. He's just underrated, I think. Anyway,
Okay, I got one
yeah,
more.
Yeah, go.
It just left me. No. Oh, I think Alex Van Halen is underrated.
Oh,
Van Halen, yeah.
I think he's overrated.
No,
I
what?
think Van Halen as a whole, everything about them is overrated. I don't like Van Halen.
Whoa.
We never really gone into this because I know you like 5150 a lot.
Well,
I don't like Van Halen.
I like Van Halen in general.
I've told you my opinion about their mixes. Their mixes suck. The
Yeah,
mixes suck.
5150 sounds like ass. I'm not gonna lie.
But I think he's overrated. Hot for Teacher isn't too hard.
fine, you play it.
Okay. You know that he actually didn't. You know how he came up with that part? It wasn't out of his brain. No, he stole that. Literally, they recorded the beginning of it. Literally, actually, is his chopper, his motorcycle. They recorded the revving sound of it, and then he played that, and then turned that into the song. He didn't like. It's not like out of his brain. He
But
just heard a motorcycle
I
and
mean,
went
it kind of-
motorcycle.
It kind of is. He still had the idea, like, hey, let's make that the sound.
Can you do it? You don't even use your double kick ever.
I don't. I would botch it.
You know who could kill it is Zach, and I know he can kill it because he does it at rehearsal all the time.
Oh man.
No, I think he's a little overrated, but I don't think he's like ridiculously overrated. I think he's just a little.
I don't
overrated.
think he's ridiculously underrated. I just think in the when people are like best drummers of all time,
Yeah.
like he's not there, and I think he should be.
I don't know his name, but the drummer of AC/DC, overrated or underrated? I think he's underrated because kind
Oh.
of like Ringo,
He is.
he does
Mhm.
He's perfect.
He like never plays toms.
no.
never plays toms
I don't even
even.
know if they mic'd him. If anything, when he plays them, they'll get picked up in the overheads. Literally, I wonder if they even mic'd him for the time.
I think he's probably rated because it's not like AC/DC's this, they're big, but it's not like I think Van Halen's bigger. I think Toto's bigger. I think Journey's bigger.
AC/DC is awesome though. They are
I think
good.
Guns N' Roses is bigger than AC/DC.
Yeah.
I think
Hey,
so.
you know who sings for AC/DC sometimes? Axl Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it sounds awesome,
Oh, I'm sure.
dude.
I couldn't see anyone else.
We gotta eventually do an episode like about singers, do an episode about guitar players, about bass
Ooh,
players,
yeah.
keyboard players, so we can do this at the end of each one.
And-
Shout out, maybe let's do that. We'll do that sometimes. We'll do going forward. We can do that. Look forward to that.
Yeah.
But
put
when
it
we
in
do
the
singers,
comments and everything,
Axl Rose gets so much crap that he doesn't deserve.
we're gonna really don't get into singers
Sorry.
now.
One quick one before we head out. Phil
What?
Collins. Because at the Journey show, remember how that went? There was a guy.
Oh my gosh, no. Okay, so we're at the. You guys, some of you might hate me for this, but I don't really care.
I really hope that guy out there that
Is
that
watching this?
is someday hears this and dude, I would love to have
Okay,
you on the podcast.
So
just to talk about that.
a few
10
months
seconds.
ago, we went to go see Journey and Toto,
Yeah, I think we
and-
talked about it a little bit
yeah.
before.
and we were up in the nosebleeds. It was great. And during the changeover from Toto to Journey, we were talking about Dean Castronovo, who's playing for Journey right now, and Phil Collins.
Yeah,
And I don't know how exactly it came up, but I was like, yeah, I think overall,
I said
I think Dean's better than Phil, because personally, I like Dean's playing more, and I like his voice more. I think
Yeah.
he has a better voice than Phil. And the guy in front of us turns around and says, "You think Dean's better than Phil?" I was like, "Yeah."
yeah.
And the look of disappointment on this man's face.
This guy looked at Massimo like, this dumb kid doesn't know anything that he's talking about. The look that he gave you was the most demeaning. Like, he shunned you in the hardest way possible. It was I laughed so hard at. I
I-
obviously didn't in the moment because I didn't want to like. I didn't too much. I was just like.
I almost the look on his face almost made me change my mind. Like
oh my
it was.
gosh, it was so funny.
I've never had anyone look at
I
me
agree
with
with
such
you.
disgust. But
I think Phil Collins is overrated. I think In the Air Tonight.
no,
is
I don't think he's
awesome.
overrated. I just don't, and because I on that decision I was basing it
Not as a musician, as a drummer.
I was basing it based off his musical skills, which is singing and drums.
Yeah.
Now on what he's done, because Phil Collins is way more iconic.
No, yeah.
No one
but
knows
for
him.
this. I mean,
For this drumming wise,
drumming. And he didn't drum on Europe, but he drummed. I believe he
I don't
drummed
know.
on every of his own records.
based purely on drumming,
I think his drumming is overrated, other than In the Air Tonight,
Really?
obviously, because that's iconic. But
His feel
him
is
as a
really-
musician is amazing.
His
He's
feel is way
amazing.
better than Dean's. I'm not gonna lie.
I also don't think I know the catalog probably as much as I should.
For Phil,
Hot dude, Brother Bear.
okay, but did he play on that?
I wonder. I don't know.
I hope he did. I don't know why he
I don't know.
wouldn't.
I'll look into it.
It
But
probably would have saved the recording
Yeah.
process some money if he did.
Yeah.
I think he did.
I don't know.
I'll look it
see.
up.
I'll look
Someone
it up.
let us
Yeah,
know in
we'll
the
look it up.
comments.
Let us know. Yeah.
Um,
You want to get out of here?
let's get
This
out of
one's
here.
been a little
We're going a
hectic.
little over, yeah.
Yeah.
We're on TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah. Look, the Green Room Podcast. Look
Room
it up.
Podcast. You'll see our lovely
Our
faces and the logo and
what you
everything.
saw in the intro.
Follow this man at Brendan Aten.
Bden_Aten.
Oh yeah, that too. I'm Massimo DiStefano. You follow me wherever you are on social things. I'm there doing the thing.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna see you guys next week.
Yeah.
And actually, we're filming again tomorrow.
Next week
in our time
Is the 10th up
here.
Next one's 10th episode.
Next week's the 10th, and tomorrow will be the first for us. The first 4 will be going up. So that'll be really fun.
Yeah.
And we'll probably should
Release
talk about
day.
it a little bit. Yeah, release
Yeah.
day is tomorrow. So whoop whoop. Want to bring some champagne or something?
At 8 a.m.
Oh yeah, but we have a guest tomorrow. We have a guest tomorrow.
We have a guest tomorrow.
Yeah,
which
next
is a week.
episode we'll have
Which
a
is
guest.
a week after you watch this one. So next week we have a guest.
Yeah.
Shout out that guest. I don't know them,
Why
but
you shut him out? We can't say his name yet.
I know. Shout out the guest.
Yeah, but for all you producers out there, you want to tune in next week. And yeah, I'm Massimo,
I'm Brendan.
and we'll see you next
we do
time.
that?
I don't know.
Oh.
Whatever. Ciao.
All right. Peace.